Welcome back, folks. We are diving into Game 2 of this giraffe chess battle. This time, it's Dharnesh from Predator Marshals with the white and Suraj from Predator Chutas with the black pieces. After the madness of Game 1, the stakes are high for Suraj. The jungle is louder and every piece is loaded like a weapon. Strap into it, this is giraffe chess and it's about to get wild. We will be seeing if the Predator Chotas is gonna win this match with the two. Let's see who will win this game, who will do the hat trick, who will be the hat trick hero of this match. Let's dive into this match. Here comes Dharnesh, a best caller awardee and a one-time hat trick hero from Predator Marshals. And on the opponent side with the black pieces, here comes Suraj, 8 times hat trick hero and a best scholar awardee from Predator Chotas. Both of them are the very good players and very brilliant players of these giraffe tournaments. Now we are saying that Suraj is ready to hit the clock and start the game. And yes, he hit the clock. The game is start. Danish opened with the pawn to d4, while Suraj also opened his pawn in the middle at the d5. Danish made his knight to the f3, while Suraj bring his pawn to the c6. Danish again make his pawn to the e3. Suraj also bring his pawn to the c5. Both players are playing aggressively. Knight to the c6 from Suraj. Danish waits. Danish also brings his knight at the rim unconventional but the strategic intent. While Danish brings his knight to the f6. Watching Suraj play is like he already won the first match, but still he's eagerly waiting for the second match wins, as he's thinking a lot about Texas. Danish bringing his giraffe to d3. The giraffe enters the play, an influential piece, by the way. Bishops from the Suraj side is at the e7, developing speedily and preparing for the castle. Like Danish brings his pawn to the h4, white advance in the h pawn. Suraj brings his knight to the e4, immediately challenging the center with the bold knight placements. He is really thinking a lot about his moves because he's playing with the winner of the last match. That's yeah. He's thinking he brings his giraffe to the g4 across the board, adding pressure and flexibility from down the side. Suresh is under more situations. He brings his pawn to the e5, a strong central thrust by Suraj. In the game with the ambition, that's what he needs. Danish brings his bishop to the g4. Well, here what we see is the first capture from the Suraj. He takes opponent's giraffe by the pawn. Well, Dharnesh also captured the first by taking the knight of Suraj by bishops. Well, again Suraj retaliates with the pawn, taking bishops from Dharnesh, and that's a really aggressive play by both the players onto the ground now. Well, again Dharnesh takes the pawn by his pawn at the e5, and we are watching a clearly strategic move. Suraj take knights and Dharnesh take the pawn at the f3. Both players loses 1-1 pieces. Suraj plays his queen and taking the queen of the Dharnesh at d4. Well, Dharnesh takes Suraj's queen by taking king. Suraj takes his pawn by bishop at the f3. Well, rook is into the play. Rook goes bishop. Suraj's bishop takes Dharnesh's rook at h8. Well, Dharnesh is looking more. Yes. He takes his knight at the b5, clearly activating the knight aggressively. Well, castling at the king side, back castles to the safety, placing the king beyond immediately danger. Well, Danish is looking confident about his next move, and he just forwarded his pawn at the string. Suraj takes Danish's pawn from bishop at h4, and Danish is waiting for his next move as he seems very aggressively playing. And looking at the board, both Danish takes its knight at d6, Well, here comes the giraffe from Suraj. Giraffe takes Dhanish's knight. Well, Dharnish takes Suraj's giraffe at the h d4. Well, Suraj retaliates back by taking his pawn at the d4, d6, sorry. And here comes the giraffe from Dharnish at the c3, introducing giraffe with another searching attitude by Dharnishes. Well, Suraj bring back his rook at the d8, providing central dominance. Giraffe again in the play. Dharnish makes his giraffe at the f4, advancing, probing for the weaknesses. Yes, and clearly we are seeing that the black is now taking control over the board, looking like a strong opponent. Well, Dharnish is not really humiliating by that. He is also playing a very good game, and he brings back his bishop at the f3, calmly putting bishop move, restricting white's play. Let's see Dharnish what he has in mind. What Dharnish's move will be next. White is seeming to developing defensive and trying to regroup his other pieces. Well, yeah, that's what he just bring his bishop at the d2. Well, what will be Surya is doing now? Will he be launching the pawn or any other pieces from that? Time is ticking. Yes, he launches his pawn at the g5. Giraffe is in the play by Dharnish. Dharnish plays giraffe at the g7. Rook at the e8 from the Suraj side. Suraj is playing tactically, like developing the pressure from the start, and yes, clearly seeing that he is the winner of the first match. Yeah, Dharnish bring back his giraffe and taking the pawn. Well, Suraj's pawn taking Dharnish's giraffe at h4. Dharnish is really in trouble now as the time is ticking. He bring back his king at the safe place in the f1. Yes, f1, hoping to evade the danger. Suraj placing his rook at the g8, swinging across, escalating the attacks. Again, Dharnish's king is at e1, continues to maneuvering, but safety remains exclusive. Suraj is placing his rook at the enemy's territory while placing it at g8, clearly showing attacking move, but Dharnish quickly retaliated his king at the d1. Suraj captures the rook. Dharnish's bishop come at the c1. What we're seeing is a clearly attacking mode by the Suraj, and Dharnish is really defending well. Well, again, Suraj gives the check to white king by placing his rook. King again retaliates. Well, again it's check for Dharnish. Rook is at c1. Suraj places his bishop at the g8 and clearly giving the checkmate or a flawless finish by Suraj, concluding the game by dominant. And with that move, Suraj secured the victory in the game 2. His play was disciplined, precise, and uncompromising. Well, Dharnish showed creativity in the opening, but Suraj's consistently superior techniques prevailed once again, why he win the second match. With this, Suraj demonstrated why he is the 8-time awardee, and with that win, he is 2-0, one more win for the hat-trick hero.